Good morning. It is me, Calvin here from Kwak Talks, and you are watching Kwak TV because why watch crap TV when you can watch Kwak TV? Good morning. If you are tuning in right now, make sure you drop hello in the comments, and if you are watching this on replay, to put hashtag replay in the comments later so I know who is stalking me. Also, let's make sure this is watched far and wide. So you can watch this in my Facebook group, the Duck Pond, which is above me. You can catch this on my Facebook page, but you can also share it from my Facebook page too, which is Kwak Talks. And, you know, get me some viewers, people. I need this Facebook algorithm thing to actually start liking me, you know, like I really, really do. So it's Friday. We've nearly finished another week. Nearly there. And what a busy week it's been. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but what a busy week it's been. It's been absolutely manic, to the point I've had to relook at my diary and be a bit like, right, I need to sort this out, my loves, because I don't know what's going on here. But it's, oh, good morning, Chelsea, off the mark. There we go. But yes, a really busy week, and it's been non-stop. Still been doing my journaling. I've been telling you all bit by bit that I've been doing my journaling. 3 things that I've been grateful for. My reconnect today, I don't mind saying I'm reconnecting with my best friend who's originally from Chester and has come back up north to stay with his parents all through this going on, and we're going to go for a lovely social distance walk today because apparently we're allowed to, and I didn't know that because I don't watch the news because I'll do this and this is more fun. So it's Facebook user. I don't know who you are. So this means at the very top or at the very bottom, you need to click the more button and allow StreamYard to let me see your beautiful name. Otherwise, if you can't do that, just drop your name in the comments and say it was me, Joe Blogs. Just say that. So yes, another really busy week. So I'm looking forward to going for a walk with my best friend. That's the one thing I've noticed. Like, networking and my business friends are all my friends that I see every day, and I talk to them every day. My friends away from that, I don't really talk to them. I just don't have time. This is the reason I'm doing the reconnect to my journaling, because I'm shit. I'm really honest about it. Good morning, Mr. Gary Jones. There we go, my love. Gary Jones from Grow Marketing and the Grow Podcast, Grow Show. Make sure you go and listen to it. It's really, really good. And I am on it. And I don't know if my episode's been released yet, but I am going to be on it. So make sure you go and listen to that. So yes, another busy week. And I keep saying it, don't I? I got told yesterday that I say things 3 times. Either it be in a row or I say things 3 times. Say I'm doing it there. I'll say things 3 times. So it's one of the things now that I can't not see it. Oh, good morning, Angie, you fabulous woman. I had Angie on the show on Wednesday. She was absolutely beautiful. Love that lady daily. So yes, remember, if you are watching this in the Duck Pond, make sure you say hello. If you're not in the Duck Pond and you're watching this elsewhere, make sure you join us in there. All the relevant links will be above or below. And once again, if you're watching this far and wide, keep sharing. Keep sharing. And I'm on the Grow Show on Monday, so make sure you find that in all relevant areas for podcasts. That's all I'm going to say. And I need your journal. Oh, I'm not sure on that one, Angie. I'm not sure on that one, my love. So as we know, every morning on Kwak TV, I go through many different things, either that be weird and wonderful news, you know, Google trends, different. I always do my days of the year because every day of the year is different, and I love it. And one of them today, really sorry, people, I'm still going to mention it, but we can't do it. And you'll know why when I say it. And I also do hashtags. What's trending on Twitter. You can utilize them on Twitter, on Instagram, and far and wide. So your days of the year today it's Nutella Day. That's right. Good old Nutella. Oh, I love a bit of Nutella. Oh, love it. It's Wear Red Day. And I believe it was Jenny Gordon, that is on the show in the next couple of weeks, told me today that you've got to wear red to show that you also support, I believe it's a heart charity of some sort. I believe that might be in the UK alone. But yes, it's a really special day today. So make sure you wear something red. I've got the bit on my Levi's jumper. Also, it is Western Monarch Day. Didn't realise that. And apparently it's also Working Naked Day. So yes, I've got my red up here, but I've got no pants on. That's a joke. But then the one that, you know, is a bit, oh, come on, why has it got to be that day of the year? It's Weatherspoons Day. That's right. It's Weatherspoons Day, people. If you've got children listening, cover their ears. Fuck you, COVID. it's Weatherspoons Day. I want a jug of Blue Lagoon. I just do. I don't even like Blue Lagoon, but I drink it. It's like the most basic cocktail you can get. But yes, so it's Nutella Day, it is Weatherspoons Day, it's Wear Something Red Day, it's Western Monarch Day, and it's Working Naked Day. It's going to be a good one. And then also your trending hashtags for today are hashtag Friday morning with over 19,500 tweets, hashtag Friday feeling with over 7,000 tweets, and we've also, bear with me. Oh, that's all we're going with today. Friday morning, Friday feeling, and that's it. It's boring today. There's no other hashtags trending that's relevant. There's a couple of celebrity ones like WandaVision. Has anyone watched WandaVision? Like, I love superheroes, right? I don't get it. I do not get WandaVision. Like, I am like a Marvel superheroes guy through and through. I do not get WandaVision. I've watched like 3 episodes. I don't get it. So if anyone does and you're telling me there's a breakthrough, please message me or pop it in the comments because I just don't get it. So, with no further ado, I always feel like I say that word wrong. Today's guest, I've not known them very long. I have now. I've known them months. But no, it's I've only met this person in person once, and they're absolutely awesome. And, you know, they're really passionate about what they do, and they are an absolute tycoon when it comes to business. Oh, there's a good word, tycoon. I love bigging people up real big backstage, so they're like, all right. And I'm really, really, really loving bringing these people on, because a lot of these people I work with closely, or I send a lot of my connections to, or I've worked with them, they've worked with me, so on and so on. So when I get all the relevant things ready to press, good morning, Dan.
Morning, Callum. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Petal? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. What an introduction. I'm not sure about the word tycoon.
Oh, tycoon. Did you like a bit of a build up there? Like, just kind of like, I love it. Absolutely love
it. Just a bit. I was waiting for this person to come on who you're introducing, and then I forgot it was me. And
stop being polite to yourself. Stop being polite. Do you watch WandaVision or anything like that?
No, I've never heard of it. What is it?
It's like a Marvel spin-off on like Disney Plus or something. First of all, Gary Jones is like Dan is in the house, obviously.
Hi, Gary.
Because Gary's like through and through gangster. And yeah, he loves WandaVision. Keep up with it.
It's spelled WandaVision.
Yeah. So it's in like Wanda the person and then Vision, the other superhero, WandaVision. Get it?
Not really, no. But no, I've not heard of WandaVision.
Love it. Love it. Dan, right. So just in case people have been living under a rock, who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, so morning, everyone. Great to be on Callum's show. I'm a little bit nervous, to be fair, which is not really me. I don't really do nervous, but it's Callum. You never know what he's going to ask, do you? So yeah, I'm the life insurance guy, and I'm all about protecting families, making sure they've got the right things in place, so that if anything happened, if the unthinkable happened, they would be okay financially and not have to worry. So yeah, that's what I do. Met Callum. When did we meet? About probably coming up to a year ago now.
Well, we met through 4 networking, didn't we? So how long have you been in 4N for? About 6 months?
A bit longer now, since about April, May last year. So how long's that? Like 10 months, something like that?
Something like that. Christ.
Yeah. But we met in real life, didn't we?
Yeah, only once. Only once. And I also met Mrs. Holmes or Miss Holmes, or we're not got there yet. Don't want to be planting ideas, but no. So it's we've only met once, but we talk if not every day, because we work together a bit more closely now. But we definitely spoke every week, so we always kept in touch, didn't we? It was grand.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's right. First of all, why do you do life insurance? Why that? I've got a really big stick, and I'm going to prod you with it. Right? Why did you get into life? I know the answers to these already, right? But why did you get into life insurance?
Well, to be honest, I'd never sort of planned on doing it from like an early age. It was never something that I thought, when I leave school, I want to sell life insurance. That's what I want to do. And do you know what? It's not like that for most people, is it? Most people end up falling into what they do almost like accidentally. Yeah. And it was the same for me, really. So won't bore you with a long story, but basically through a friend, I ended up training up in financial services. And I sort of got the bug from it really early on. And what really does it for me is actually helping people. I just love people. I love working with people, getting to know people, but particularly helping them in whatever way that might be. And when I started out, I was helping a lot of friends, a lot of family members get theirs sorted. And it just gave me that great feeling to think, do you know what? I've really helped that person out. I've done them a favor. I've helped them understand something they didn't really want to think about. They didn't really want to look at. I've made it simple for them. And if anything happened to them, anything nasty happened, they'd be really grateful for me. So I'm a big believer you've got to get something more out of what you do than just money. You know, it's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it really does give me that sense of satisfaction. And yeah.
And you're passionate about it. Like, like, for example, I know this is still Angie Simmons, and it's like Dan's service is awesome, you know. Dan is the man that can. Like, you know, it's you cute, isn't she? So it's you have to up yourself, because originally you weren't called Dan the life insurance guy, obviously. And then you started just getting referred to as like, oh, the life insurance guy, you know, Dan. And it just kind of went from there. And
yeah,
it is really you, because you are literally the life insurance guy. Like, just
it's I sort of wanted to be, you know, you want a business where people are like, oh, I know what that is, I know what you do. You know, sometimes you come across a business name or whatever and you're like, what on earth do they do? You know, I guess that's good in some ways because it's intriguing, but yeah, I just thought simple to the point. And yeah, it wasn't sort of planned. People just started calling me that, and I was like, oh, actually, I might stick with that. I think that works.
Yeah. And it's so important, like when you said about kind of trying it out, your friend did it, introduced you to it. Like you said, a lot of people do fall into these. I fell into coaching. You know, I organically came into coaching. I haven't trained. I hold my hands with that. I haven't trained to do it. I organically did it. And it's kind of like, if the shoe fits, you know, you go for it. Like, that's kind of the point of it. But the reason I said tycoon, right, I'm going to tell a lot of people some tea now. Have you all got the tea and coffee ready? So, a lot of people don't know about your other business.
No, they don't.
Am I allowed to talk about it? Am I allowed to? Like,
yeah,
well, of course I fucking can. Right. So your other business, tell them what is it? But you're a bit different with the way you look at it. As soon as someone hears this business name, a lot of people go like, ugh. But
well, do you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to tell you what I do.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what you think, how you might have come across it after. So I first started my first business when I was 19, basically. So at the time I was working full time. I never went to uni or anything like that. I've always worked full time from school. And I was actually working in insurance, but it was like big commercial stuff.
Yeah.
But I was working really, really long hours. I was working about 50, 60 hours a week. It was a slog. And already a couple of years in, even at a young age, I just remember thinking, you know, there's got to be more to life than this. Surely there's a better way than working all these hours for a boss to be told what to do. I've never been very good at being employed. You know, I'm not very good at rules. You know, I always question stuff. I'm like, why are we doing it that way? And bosses don't tend to like that. Whereas when you're an entrepreneur and when you are self-employed, it's a great thing to ask, isn't it? Why are we doing it that way? You know. So yeah, I first started my own business when I was 19. So I still do that now alongside the life insurance business that I do. Most people who have come across through networking probably don't know about it, although more and more do.
Before you say the name, let me know, because in case you haven't said something, I'm going to pick your brains. So keep going.
I'm building up to it. Anyway.
Okay, I know you're getting there.
So what I do in my other business, it's all about so it's about education, training, and I guess coaching, really. So I work with people from all sorts of ages, all sorts of backgrounds, you know, from solicitors to students, you know, barristers to single mums, all sort of ages and backgrounds, and it's about helping them get more out of life. So whether that's more income, you know, who doesn't need that right now? So whether that's earning more of an income, whether that's actually creating more free time, more life experiences, you know, money for holidays, whatever it is they want out of life, if they're wanting more, I basically show them a vehicle as to how they can achieve that and then coach them on that. So a lot of it is like mindset coaching, similar to some of the stuff you do, really. And it's hard to put a time.
You've spoken on stages, you've even spoken on a Zoom call in front of God knows how many people. Like,
yeah, it's about helping people, Callum, and it's like what you do with coaching. You know, I'm not a coach or anything like that, but I guess what I am doing in that business is mentoring people, coaching them. A lot of it's doing work on their mindset, like, because you'll never outperform your own self-image or your own level of belief. But yeah, so that's what I do, and I love it, and that really, I totally get why you love coaching so much, because nothing gives me more of a buzz than helping people in that business to succeed and achieve their goals, whatever their goals are, you know.
Yeah. And the difference is, so before you kind of spill the tea on what the name is, the point that your different angle to looking at this business is, you're more about the people than selling it yourself. And that's the difference. That's what makes you completely different to a lot of other people that work in this kind of industry, right? I'm trying not to slip up on it, that work in this industry. And you're all about literally looking after the people in it and your team. That's what you're, and the people you work with, that's what you're all about, obsessed with looking after, to the point you don't need to talk about it. This is why a lot of people in your network don't know you do it, because you don't need to talk about it. So it's Dan, what's the business name?
Yeah, Utility Warehouse. I think you might have heard of it before if you've networked.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge. If anyone's in networking, you've probably heard of it. But no, and a lot of people, when they hear about Utility Warehouse, you know, they kind of go, this is why I see all my viewers just go, boom. As soon as anyone hears the name, they're like, oh. But it's because there's certain people that have given it that name. But at the same time, I understand why they see it like that. I'm sure you probably do. But this is why you're Cara. Dun, dun, dun. But, you know, this is why you're different about it. You don't talk about it in your networks. You don't need to. You're not there to promote and sell it. You're there to actually help people that are looking at it as a possible career or a side business. Yeah. And that's completely different. I know people go, do you want to earn that extra bit to pay for a holiday every year? You're like, yeah, we can do that. But it's more if you've got a bit of spare time and you're like, well, I won't mind a little side hustle. Let me show you how to do it. Like, or you can make it into a full-blown business, and I can show you how to do it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But so go on.
I was just going to say, I get why people say that, but people sometimes look at. Don't know why I'm holding a pen.
I'm holding a pen as well. Don't worry, I'm holding a pen as well.
You know, people look at Utility Warehouse and they think, oh yeah, that's a utility company. It's about saving money. But actually, when you're shown it properly by somebody who properly gets what it's about, it's a personal development or self-improvement opportunity, helping people get whatever they want out of life through a utility company. It's a personal development company that's disguised as a utility company. That's my view. And I said that on stage at a company event a couple of years ago. You know, Utility Warehouse, guys, it's not a utilities business. It's a self-improvement business. And it absolutely is, you know, it's a vehicle for helping people achieve whatever they want. Yeah, it's boring, but everyone uses this stuff.
They're the ones that do well in it. It's the ones that, like you say, that go, well, it's a utilities business. Because, you know, there's kind of like a no smoke and mirrors approach. It is, but it's if you see it as self-development, this can be a good sideline, good side hustle, depending on how I do it. To other people that go, I'm selling utilities, I'm going to try and force it on everyone, and everyone's going to get on it. Like, that's a few different lines of it. But so one of the things me and you were talking about before we came on was how busy we are at the moment. And you know, like, which is really nice to hear that you're busy, because obviously I think at the moment, I was saying this to Kevin Ellis yesterday, another foreigner, and he was saying at the moment he sees, and so do I, that there's either people really, really, really busy because either the industry they're in has naturally blown up, or they've adapted, etc. All these people that are just dead. There's no one in between. You know, there's no one in between. You're either dead or you're busy. And me and you are both really, really busy. First of all, from the life insurance point of view, I take it a lot of people have kind of gone, well, several ways. I need to look at this now. Or they've gone, shit, with this, I actually get covered if anything happens to me. Like, you know, and for me, it's a lot of people that have obviously been made furloughed and been made redundant, maybe always had an idea of a little side business or maybe a big business, and they've gone, this is my time to do it. Like, I'm sat at home anyway. This is my time to do it. And these are the people I've noticed a massive influx in working with. And it's all right, us both getting busy, but there's one thing that we have to make sure that we look after, and that's our time. Like,
massively, yeah.
Like, so we were saying about getting more organized, with our time and reducing one-to-ones, because me and you are very courteous in giving people, if they're nice, I won't lie, if they're nice. If you're an asshole, you only get 10 minutes. It's if you're lovely, we'll give you an hour, because we'll just chat to you. We're not there to massively.
Yeah, we're quite chatty as well, aren't we? That's the problem. I could probably talk for 2 hours, or with most people, like the hour's not even long enough sometimes, is it?
No, it's not. So what have you seen, or what have you noticed within yourself and your diary and stuff to make you realize, shit, actually, I need to relook at my time here? Just in case there's anyone watching that's like, do I need to look at my time? Like, what have you noticed? Is there anything where you've kind of started looking at it and going, shit, like, what's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just probably the amount of hours I've been working. Like, and I think particularly over lockdown 3, there's not a lot else we can do. So I've just been like, well, I might as well just work all the time. Like, I enjoy it. I love it. It makes me happy. It's one of the things that, I enjoy doing. So I might as well work a lot. But I noticed in January, towards the end of January, I was starting to get quite burnt out.
Yeah.
And people were even saying to me, like, oh, you okay? Like, and that was like working 12 hours a day. I think like one week I did that 7 days a week, even weekends, which is crazy. It's not sustainable. But I think when you enjoy what you do, the danger is you just want to say yes to everyone and cram as much in as possible. But actually, it's about giving yourself that time, isn't it, to recharge your batteries, because you won't be able to do that very much longer if you treat yourself like that. No. So, yeah, one of the things I need to do is block out time for certain activities on certain days, because I think sometimes one of the reasons we get burnt out and we get a bit drained by stuff is not because we're busy, but it's because we're flitting from one job to another, like in 30 seconds notice. And it's crazy because, say, for example, in the real world, you had 2 appointments with 2 people. One you met in Cafe Nero and one you met 20 minutes up the road in Starbucks. Between the appointments, you'd have that drive time and you'd be listening. You might be listening to some music in your car, but you'd be mentally preparing for the next appointment and almost like doing a little debrief with yourself on the last one.
Yeah.
Whereas with Zoom, one ends and literally 30 seconds later, we're in the next. And it's like, oh my God, what am I doing? And it's just too much for your brain to sort of handle, because we're not used to doing that, are we? Almost,
no, This is exactly what I was saying with me yesterday, which it's as of yesterday, I massively have noticed this. So for me, I've kind of seen it a bit and I've been like, I'm still doing okay, but I'm getting busy. / I am busy. So it's like, as of yesterday, I was like, shit, I've got 4 client calls back to back. A client call with me is an hour long. That's 4 hours. I am not moving from here because I've shot myself in the foot, lesson learned, where I was literally sitting here and I'm like, right, dink, dink, next one. And it's like, but don't get me wrong, 2 of them, I said to them, I was like, God, I'll just come off one. They were like, well, I need to go get a brew and stuff. Do you want 5 minutes? But like, yeah, perfect. Because I need to run to the loo. I need to fill up my water because I have a water jug on my desk because I don't move. So
I'm just a good idea.
Yeah, I have a water jug on my desk. £1.50 from Morrison's. Not sponsored, just saying. But it's but yeah, so I love it because then I naturally, like, anyone watching these, other people going, God, you drink loads, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I've got a coffee sat here, I've got a water, and I've got a jug of water. And because it's there, I just naturally keep doing it. But yeah, and for me, it's like noticing that change in between time. And there's I'm going to get the word wrong, but I believe it's called like Pomodoro or Poparello or something like that. It's like a time management kind of thing where after every task, you walk away for 5 minutes. And then after 4 individual tasks, you then take a 15 to 30 minute break. And then I think after 4 hours worth of work, you look at if you're able to take a nap or something. It's all about keeping your energy levels high. I don't have time for that shit. So I don't have time for
I have
that.
like 10 minutes for lunch most days.
This is why on weekends now, like Sunday is meal prep day for me. I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures. I bought these trays where they're all segmented, like your trays in primary school.
Right.
And the section, and I meal prep on a Sunday for the full week. Because once again, I noticed I was like, well, if I've got half an hour, I don't want to spend 25 minutes of that prepping my lunch.
Yeah, true.
This is the thing with self-employment. Where's the discipline? And this is where a lot of people end up looking at hiring someone like myself or anything. There's no discipline because I think statistically, once you unlock your phone and get on Facebook or TikTok or anything, you naturally end up in a kind of like vortex of about 15 minutes. Wow. Naturally, because your brain gets stimulated by that. So you start going on that because it's a distraction and you naturally going on 15 minutes. How many times a day do you think people end up doing that? Quite a lot. Like, it's insane. So yeah, managing time's ridiculous. And this is why now I'm saying, like, I'm only going to do my client calls a couple of days a week, all my other calls, all the days a week, because I do other services as well. So I'm like, that way I can make sure I manage my time. And it's like now, literally, like as of last night, we talked to my partner. I was like, I need to book a week off because I have not stopped since the 27th of December. I've not had one day off.
Wow. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You don't want to be burnt out, do you? You know, because then you have more time off.
What the fuck can I do with a day off? A week off. I'm doing that with it. But it's it's like Chelsea. Here we go. I keep threatening to move my Tassimo into the office. Do it.
What's a Tassimo?
Coffee machine.
Oh right. Oh, fair enough. Oh, very posh.
Well, do it. It's we have a quite fancy. Sorry, Mr. Quackers, if you're watching. Really slow coffee machine downstairs that he spent a fortune on. And I've got an espresso one. Now I was tempted to bring my Nespresso one into the office. I could just have coffee just here. Like, just simple. But then I was like, actually, it's good because it's around me. But then I won't break up my day, like I'm saying, to go downstairs, to go stand in the kitchen while the machine makes my coffee. So that all of 5 minutes takes me away from my computer.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for you. You do need that, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a question for you anyway. So I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, but
yeah, you are. Go on. Fuck it. Why not?
Just before we came onto this call, me and you were chatting in the green room.
Yeah.
And you said last night I had a dream about you, and then and then you just took me up. You went live, so I couldn't even react.
No, right. So basically, I wanted to make
a public discussion.
Anyone watching, because I know if Cara or Chelsea, they're all gonna be like, oh no. So I'd said it before I went on because I was like, I knew he was a bit nervous. I was like, this is just gonna like make me so happy. Basically, we've started working together a lot more, haven't we, at the minute?
Yeah,
basically, he was just hounding me, and I think for about 2 hours worth of sleep, you was literally just harassing me about this meeting we've got. And
what in the dream I was?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant I was in real life. So
No.
You had a dream that I was what?
Just harassing me about a meeting, like saying I want prepared and shit. And I'm like, yeah, love, it's my fucking meeting. But because I was like, why is he harassing me? And I woke up and I was like, why was Dan harassing me about a meeting? And I was like, oh wait, it was a dream. You know, when you wake up and you're like,
networking meeting.
Yeah. And I woke up and I was like, how? What? Like, okay. Yeah, but there you go. And you could tell that's the truth, people, because for once I didn't blush. I've got no smoke and mirrors or anything. And if it was anything else, I would have started blushing. But side note, Chelsea's saying, I can't move it up here. My walk downstairs are the only steps I get in those days.
Brilliant.
Yeah. To be fair, Chelsea, I probably could, because I'm on a swivel chair now. So I could literally just go like that and just go and just put it down and go back. Love it. But it's so how's the rest of the year looking for you? Because obviously I know you how is it looking? Are you looking busy? Have you got any things that you're doing, seminars or anything like that?
Yeah, it's looking good, looking busy with like various different things, I guess. So in terms of like the network marketing business, it's going to be a very busy year in that. So exciting plans with the life insurance business, again, busy year working on.
Always busy.
Always, like, it's constant really, but working on lots of different stuff. I've got some exams coming up, so I'm going to be doing some mortgage exams. So I'm going to be doing mortgages as well as life insurance soon. So I've been busy doing lots of revision.
So is that technically a chartered surveyor?
No, as a mortgage broker.
Oh, right. Sorry, my brain completely did not work then at all.
No. I'm going to be doing those. What else is happening? Getting more involved with 4N. So just taken on, obviously, host and ambassador, which is really exciting. So getting more and more involved with that. So yeah, an exciting year really in lots of different ways. Yeah.
Good. And do you know what? I've hounded you for God knows how many months to host a seminar or talk on life insurance and stuff. But not just with yourself and collabing with a couple of other people that specialize in it. Because you can do many different things. You don't just do life insurance, but that's what you're most passionate about. And I've said to do a seminar because I was, but you educated me, thick as pig shit when it came to anything like that. And that's one of the things where I think a lot of people our age and our generation go, I don't need life insurance. Everyone needs life insurance. Everyone. Plural. Like, that's it. Full stop. So I want to see a seminar on that list as well, because if there is, I'll book onto it. You could even sponsor you could even sponsor Kwak TV for a week. There you go. But yeah,
there's something I'm working on in that.
Good. That's what I like to hear. But yeah, no, it sounds really, really cool. I've got a couple of sidelines possibly for the year as well. And the reason I was interested in what you said about mortgages because it might be to do with property. So, yes, very. But on that note,
are you planning on buying? Are you then, or buying to let out, or? Oh
no, I won't be owning property. I'll be selling it.
Right.
Yeah. See, many things people don't know about me. Mr. Quackers is a serial killer, if anything. But right, so Dan, thank you so much for coming on. We've been chatting for about half an hour, love.
I know that's gone quick. None of the things that I have planned to talk about with you, I feel like we've even covered as well. But we could talk. We'd be on here like 3 hours. Yeah. Oh, sounds good. But we'd be on here 3 hours. You know what our
Yeah, we
one-to-ones are
really
like.
would, to be fair. It won't be Quack TV, it'd be Quack Channel. It'd be quite good. But it's, oh, there's an idea. I'll think about that. Right, so, Dan, everyone can find you on LinkedIn, Facebook, networking, the whole shebang, can't they?
Yeah, all the usual stuff. Yeah, definitely. And if you're not doing anything at 2 p.m. today, why not come and spend an hour and a half with me and Callum?
Yeah, there you go. Anyone in Forend, come to our meeting today. Come spend an hour and a half of us two. Jesus Christ. But Dan, thank you so much. Don't run off anywhere. I'm going to kick you backstage and we'll have a witter on afterwards. So I'll speak to you in a
Cool.
minute.
Thanks
Bye,
for having
people.
me.
Bye. Oh, I love that boy. And yes, I did dream about him, and I knew he'd bring it up on the show. I knew he fucking would. But he's no, and he's got him and his lovely partner Amy. She's also absolutely awesome. She's really, really cool. So I need to get her on the show as well. But yes, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching Quack TV. You'd be watching Quack TV because why watch crap TV when you can watch Quack TV? Make sure you tune in next week. Christ, it's Friday. Next week on Monday, I've got such an array of guests next week. It's going to be awesome. And I really, really cannot wait. We've also got our first one of the part twos, and Cheryl Andrews is back on the show next Wednesday as well. So make sure you tune in for that. But that's been me, Calvin K from Quack Talks, and you'll be watching Quack TV. Have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous weekend. If you can't be careful, don't get caught.